So, Wrathion fight, it's not that much different from doing it on heroic. There's just one really particular mechanic that gets added. It's the Creeping Madness, where you gain stacks for the time you're moving. Now, it's super important to watch your stacks and don't get more than 50. If you go over 50, you start taking 300,000 damage for every step you take over that. The debuff naturally falls off if you don't move for 30 seconds, or if you use one of the abilities I listed in Discord. I'll go ahead and post those up here too soon. All right, the big thing to start with is let's all try to run less than 20 corruption. You don't want to be standing still and then have the eyeball ring come out and you have to walk out of it, adding extra stacks. You don't want that. So let's reorganize your gear if you can and try to get less than 20. Otherwise, the fight starts as normal. I'll go ahead and hit play. There'll be a raid leader talking, which he'll have some good advice as well. So I'll let him play, and then I'll pause and do a little bit of commentary.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, first things first. The tanks are going to stand about 10 yards apart. This is very different than we normally do. You can see there's a tank there and a tank there. Normally a tank would run to the side. Well, you can't do that because you'll run out of stacks. Instead, they'll stand and they'll just taunt swap, keeping enough distance between each other to not get hit by the breath. So super important tanks just to stand 10 yards apart and just taunt swap between them.
Do you know that you gain stacks based on how long that you're moving for and not how far that you move? So anything that's a movement speed increase will help you not gain stacks so fast. Incineration's going out in 1. Get him out of the group.
Okay, this is super important. Incinerate's still going to happen. You can see him running out. However, to minimize the amount of steps you take, we're not going to go that far out of the group. It'll be different than normal, where I kind of want you as far as possible. This time, you're not going to go that far. I'll kind of give you an idea here in just a minute. And it will do more damage to the group. That's why, I want everyone stacked up together, and so it'd be easier for us to get away from you. But healers, you're going to have to stair-step your cooldowns and have, one healer use a big cooldown every time there's Incinerate to get everyone's health back up. You see I use charge there to minimize my move
Blast,
time.
get out.
Watch your step.
All right, this is another important one. Normally, when we run out of Gale Blast, we just kind of run. Well, in this case, you don't have that many steps, so you just need to get out of the Gale Blast line. If you can see, there's the line right there of where the edge of Gale Blast is. Not the most visible thing in the world, but it's not bad once you get used to it. You just need to get past that to be safe from Gale Blast. Now, there will be a fireball landing on some people too. You need to step out of that as well, so get ready to move. Also, some people, especially warriors, like to do a cheese strat where once the Gale Blast is gone, they charge back in and get a little bit of extra DPS on Wrathion. I think I do that a little bit later in the video, but it's not mandatory, obviously. Just something you might see. Okay, there's running out of the swirly. And
Alright, we're going over to triangle.
we should be standing still as possible. Now the raid leader called out triangle, so we're going to move there.
Diamond.
And obviously it wasn't triangle. I mean, it's just like heroic. It may not always be exactly where we think it's going, so there will have to be a last minute, turn.
Can we get a gateway from... Oh, so how you use your gateway is gateway from diamond to the middle is what you'd normally do. I think it's on CE right now, right?
And we're going to use a gateway to get back to Wrathion.
Tank him in the middle.
Not going to run it. See that lock gateway right here. Normally we'd want that just right at people here, and then so that way we can jump back to the middle. But looks like it's a little different in that case. Also notice I'm at 49 stacks, so I can't move. I'm just going to sit there for the next 19 seconds until my debuff is gone. Oh, also, this little nifty window is provided by the T26 rating weak aura, which I've linked in this live stream if you want to get that full package. Also, if you don't want the full package, there's a lightweight small one that you can also choose. It's helpful because otherwise you'd be looking way up in your debuff corner to see how many stacks you have. Don't recommend that. Recommend getting an add-on or weak aura.
Watch your movement. Ray loss is at 49. Watch yourself.
Yeah, I'm letting it drop off.
Can we get a freedom for chaos? Incineration's out. Let's get a rally from white.
You can see we're using cooldowns for every incinerate, and that
And res
in that
heal
case,
when heal dies. Gale blast out.
that was a rally.
Alright, we're going over to triangle.
3, 2,
Buffs for heal, please.
1.
Watch the
Special
movement.
coming.
X. Alright, we're going in intermission.
Now, in intermission, the debuff goes away. You can just run free. Now, there's no debuff. You can move around as much as you want. Now, here comes the big difference with intermission. It's the same. We have 3 people, soaking, but all the little spikes, you can't attack. None of these are attackable. The 3 people that get the Wrathion scale on them have to touch each one to make it attackable. So we're going to use some very fast people. It looks like there's a Demon Hunter there, a Druid in kitty form, who are going to have to run through and each one of these, touch one to make it attackable.
Tank or middle behind the boss. Thank you. Jerry, move back to the boss, please. We've got 2 shards under the boss.
Now, there will always be 2 you
and
can't get
CDs.
for some. That's apparently a feature.
We're going in now.
Just note that.
Phase changed.
It'll never be 100%. There are always 2 that we can't get.
Incineration's in 5. Make sure to be ready to get out of the group. Incineration's out. No
Same
CDs for
thing
this.
here. And since we're all healed up, looks like we're not using CDs this time.
Watch your movement. Give it to a minimum. Gale blast. Get out.
Watch your step.
So you can see I charged back and did the little cheese extra damage thing.
3, 2, 1.
Alright, let's go to star side.
Only do that if you have
Special
plenty
Star
of
safe.
room per stack.
Prescripts on Mooch and Chaos. Heal Chaos, heal Chaos.
Also, you can see that there's a lock gate already set up and ready to go. We're going to
back
use
in.
that to get back to the middle.
We got a gateway here.
We never want to go all the way to Wrathion. We always want to make him come to us, and we still try to get, rather than standing on the edge, because if he does the intermission thing again, we may have to run all the way across the room, and that's pretty much impossible if you're on the edge. We definitely want to use a lock gate to get back to the middle.
Watch where you face the boss, please. Keep it away from the group. Can we get a freedom on Chaos?
You can hear him saying freedom. That's the Hand of Freedom from Paladins. And Chaos is
freedom available.
Is one of the tanks. And tanks have a real hard time, so we definitely don't want them to get too many stacks.
Rally white.
Never used rally to survive incinerate.
Watch your step.
Same thing,
Briss,
Gale Blast.
You might want to disengage and post haste.
Now he said disengage and post haste. That's for hunters. If you need to drop your stacks, you can see Briss here has 48, but he can use disengage and post haste to drop them.
Can we get a freedom on Bliss or on Briss? We're moving to triangle.
4, 3, 2, 1. Special coming.
X, X, X. Good luck over there, Kuj. Alright, same people.
Phase change.
And this is just a rinse and repeat of before.
One onto the boss then.
The monks are good at this too. DKs, rogues, any fast moving class will need to take the scale and break all these out.
Alright, stay up. You got one more round of stuff to do here. Be ready to get back on the boss. Move towards the boss, please.
Phase changed.
Okay, here's the boss again. The stacks are coming back, so we have to watch our movement now.
Big burn right here. We've got one more intermission phase before the boss should die. Incineration's coming out right now. Bring him out. Let's get Bobby Rally, please. Gale Blast, get out.
Watch your step.
Alright, we are moving over to the star side.
2, 1. Special coming.
Between star necks, all the way in the corner. Let's get a rally ray loss. Alright, move back in. Middle. Watch the tanks. White and Chaos are probably going to need freedom. Let's go ahead and get a... Oh, well, let's hold res just in case we can't freedom them.
You see both their tanks here at over 40 stacks. So either they're going to have to die and get B-res to get the stacks off, or they'll need a pally freedom on them.
Alright, good work. Let's move on to Skit.
And that's the fight, guys.